Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I'm going to give my review of Boy's Life by Robert McCammon. This was the April read for Fright Club, moderated by Cliff at Cliff's Dark Gems and Kritz at Kritz_reads. This book is set in a small town in Alabama. At the start of the story, it's 1964. The story is told in the first person by Corey Mackinson. He is 11 years old at the start of the story. He's actually relating the story at some time in the future. He's the only child of two doting parents. He's one of a group of four very close-knit friends. They're not the cool kids, just a group of close friends. Corey's father is a milkman, and one morning Corey accompanies him on his route. I think it's so he can drop Corey off at school. And as they're on the route, a car goes flying across the road in front of them and goes into a very deep pond. Corey's father stops, jumps out of the car, jumps into the pond, tries to get the driver of the car out before the car sinks. He sees that the driver is already deceased. His face is badly beaten. He has a piece of wire wrapped around his neck. The car quickly sinks. Corey's father has to struggle because the suction of the car as it goes down the pond pulls him down too, but he is able to get away from it. He is able to get back to the surface and out of the pond. The story goes for about another year in Corey's life. The book is part coming of age story, part friendship story, part changing time story, because the 60s were a period of a lot of change, part thriller and part mystery. There are some supernatural elements, but it's not a supernatural horror story. The horror is more the horror of humans against other humans. There is considerable racism. There's liberal use of the N-word. There is some virulent forms of racism that are talked about and shown. There is spousal abuse. There is relationship abuse. There is some bullying, some of it pretty brutal. There is animal abuse and animal death. There is a child death. There is grief. There is the aftermath of torture. It was a time when in marriages the wife would defer to her husband. And I know that there are people who like to return to those times, but I'm not one of them. My one reservation about the book is that I did feel that the amount of things that Corey had to deal with in a year were just a little too much. It became, to my mind, just a little bit unrealistic. But that's only a quibble. I recommend this book to somebody who wants to read a good coming-of-age story that is part thriller, part mystery. Talks about what's great about a youthful group of friends, and that this book is set in the 60s. Most of the characters are appealing. A few of them aren't, of course. I would suggest consider the issues I mentioned, and if those might prove too disturbing to you, you might not want to read the book. I will say that the book is almost 600 pages and it flowed very smoothly, very quickly. When I review my books on Storygraph, it asks you if it's slow-paced, medium-paced, and fast-paced. This book I considered fast-paced. Unlike my normal mood reading, I mostly just read this book in the week or so that I was reading it, a little over a week, and that's unusual for me. I rated this book 4.5 stars. As I said, my only quibble was that I thought there was little bit too much piled on Corey, but that's the only reason it fell short of 5. It is a really great read, as I said, if considering the issues I mentioned. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week, and I hope you're having a wonderful week in general. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.